Hello guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I just want to show you how to do a simple fetch data from an API. So we're gonna use two methods. We're gonna use the fetch API and we're also gonna use the async await. So the first thing I'm gonna use the fetch API, and I kept the various links in their various variables, so you can just use the variable names instead of pressing the whole link in the fetch method. So the first thing we're gonna do here, just gonna define something like a const. Okay, so we're just gonna start with using a fetch. Then the first thing, let's try using the user URL first. So I'm just gonna say user URL. Then we are fetching, so we're gonna use the denables to get the data. So the first thing we're gonna do is .den, and we will take the response, and this response we're gonna return this response.json. So this is going to be converting what we will get from the fetch API into a JSON format that we can work with. So the next thing we're going to do is also use a den method right here to actually get the actual data. So we're just going to call it data, and inside we're going to repeat the same thing with the arrow function. What we're going to do is it's going to console.log data. So actually this is how you use the fetch API to get the data. So I'm just gonna run this. Well, it's supposed to be users URL, right? Yeah. So I'm just gonna save that again, and let's try it again. So we see right here we don't have any errors, and that's because we don't see any results too. That's because my internet connection is kind of like it's not connected. So since we have not seen any error, meaning it actually works. So if you have internet connection and you try this you're gonna get the data. And so the next method we're gonna use is I'm just gonna comment this out. So the next method we're gonna use is the async await. So over here we're just gonna define the function called get data, and we're gonna set it to this async arrow function right here. So yeah, the first thing we're gonna do, we are gonna define our response variable too. So we're just gonna see response equals await, because we're gonna be awaiting the results from this fetch API that we're gonna put right here. So await fetch, then we're gonna use which URL. We're gonna use the users URL right here. So after this, so this line is just similar to whatever we are doing this first denable. So this first then, that's exactly what you have done here, and the second part is gonna be similar to what we just wrote out here. So it's gonna be data equals await, and what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna await what response, this response, but we don't want just this response. We're gonna convert it just like we did here with JSON. So I'm just gonna copy that and paste right here. So this is what we're gonna have. So the next thing we need to do is this last part, which is to console.log data. So this is how you do it with async await. So the last button is to call your function. Don't forget to do that. You're not gonna see any results. So over here we call the function, and we see that we have everything, like everything is cool. So I'm just gonna run this one more time, and you can see that we don't have any errors. Like I said, the internet connection, if you have an internet connection, you're gonna have. So you can just replace all this data with, so I'm just gonna use the check notice. Then for check notice, if you display just data, you will get a whole object, but the actual joke is in a key value per chord value. So if you need just the joke itself, just gonna add dot value, meaning retrieving only the value from the JSON that has been given out to you. So to get just the joke. This is what you need to do. Dot follow. Then if you run it again, as I keep running, it's not gonna see the results. So that's how we do fetching data from a server online using the fetch API right here. We can also use async out right here. So thank you very much. See you guys next time.